everybody. Good morning. It's Ms. Kelly, and welcome to our very first Facebook Live Storytime. Now, we know that it's a difficult time, and you may be at home feeling a little lonely and a little far apart from your favorite friends. So we thought it might be fun to share a book with you in a familiar spot. And I picked this cozy little place right by the Keller Library's story wall. Do you recognize it? Well, I'm glad that you joined me today for a story time. I have a very special song I wrote just for this morning. It's to welcome you to our story time. So listen closely and you can practice it at home, and the next time we meet online, we can sing it together. Welcome, welcome everyone. Let's read a book, let's have some fun. And though we may be far apart, know that you're still in my heart. If we're together here online, we can smile, it's story time. Well, if you haven't guessed it, today our learning, our story, and our singing are going to be all about foxes. Have you ever seen a fox? I brought some pictures of real foxes that you could see and that I could use to tell you 5 interesting fox facts. This is a fox. He has a long, bushy tail, 2 pointed ears, a pointed nose, and 4 feet that are good at running fast. Fox fact number 1, even though foxes look a lot like cats, they're actually in the same animal family as dogs, kind of like cousins. Here are some more foxes. Fox fact number 2, foxes come in many different colors. You can see many shades of red and orange on these foxes' fur, but also brown and gray and even white. Fox fact number 3, foxes live in many different habitats. Here you can see a picture of a fox in a forest, a fox in the desert, and even a fox in the Arctic tundra. His white fur blends in with all the ice and snow. Here's another fox. Fox fact number 4, foxes don't just have whiskers on their face, they also have whiskers on their legs. And they use the whiskers on their legs to help them navigate or decide where to go. And here's our last fox. Can you tell what he's doing? He's hunting that little mouse, poor mouse. Fox fact number 5, foxes eat small animals, but they also like fruits, grasses, and nuts and seeds. And when an animal eats both meat and plants, that's called an omnivore. Can you say that fancy word? Omnivore. Well, those are my fox facts, but I'd also like to teach you sign language for fox. The sign for fox comes from the fact that this fox has that very pointy nose. So we're going to mimic that with our hand here, thumb, and point your finger together like an OK sign. You put it to your nose and you twist it twice. Fox. Can you do it? Do it with me. Fox. That's the sign for fox. All right, we did a little learning. How about a song? I have a special flannel board over here with some foxes that I made to help us sing a song today that will help us practice counting up to 5, counting down from 5, and saying some colors. So let's start now by counting up how many foxes are on the board. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little foxes. Can you tell me the colors? Orange, red, white, and gray. Now we're going to sing our song, and if you want to count down with me, start out by putting up all 5 of your little foxes. Little foxes, there are 5 here in a row, with bushy tails and pointed noses and swift feet ready to go. Little foxes, they are orange, red, white, and gray. But when this one sees a rabbit, well, he quickly runs away. How many foxes are left? Count up with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little foxes, there are 4 here in a row, with bushy tails and pointed noses and swift feet ready to go. Little foxes, they are orange, red, white, and gray. But when this one sees a rabbit, well, he quickly runs away. How many foxes are left? Count up with me. 1, 2, 3. Little foxes, there are 3 here in a row, with bushy tails and pointed noses and swift feet ready to go. Little foxes, these 3 are red, white, and gray. But when this one sees a rabbit, well, he quickly runs away. How many foxes are left? Count up with me. 1, 2. Little foxes, there are 2 here in a row, with bushy tails and pointed noses and swift feet ready to go. Little foxes, these 2 here are white and gray. But if this one sees a rabbit, then she quickly runs away. How many foxes are left? Count up with me. This one's easy. 1. Little foxy, there is one all alone, with a bushy tail and a pointed nose and swift feet ready to go. Little foxy, the very last one here is gray. But if Foxy sees a rabbit, then he too will run away. How many foxes are left? 0. Okay, let's practice counting up one more time and put them all back. Count up with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little foxes. I bet you're ready for the book now, aren't you? Our book today is The Fox in the Dark. I wanted to give you a couple of things to do while you're listening to the book. When you hear me say the word fox, you can make the sign for fox. When you hear me say the words in the dark, you can shut your eyes really tight like this. But don't keep them shut too long. You'll miss the story. And when you hear me say rat-a-tat-tat, want you to clap your hands 3 times. Rat-a-tat-tat. Can you do it? Okay, well, open up your listening ears. I want to make sure that you see all the beautiful pictures in the book. So I'm going to walk over to the camera and we're going to pull it close. Be patient. The Fox in the Dark. The story is by Allison Green and the pictures are by Deborah Allwright. Rabbit runs home. He darts left and right, scampering, scrambling back through the night. His ears flap, his tail bobs, it's going to be tight as he's chased by a fox through the dark. Bang goes his door, click snaps the latch, thunk goes the key, and scritch strikes a match. And phew, Rabbit sighs, I've escaped, not a scratch, and I'm safe from that fox in the dark. But rat-a-tat-tat, now who can that be? Friend or fox? Rabbit cries. A voice quacks, look and see. You'll never find anyone more scared than me of the teeth of a fox in the dark. Rabbit peers round the door. There's no fox, just a duck who says, please let me in. I've had so much bad luck. My truck hit a ditch and I got stuck in the muck, and I've just seen a fox in the dark. Rabbit grumbles a bit. It's not really his habit to share with a duck a bed made for a rabbit. The blanket's quite small, he says. Try not to grab it while we hide from that fox in the dark. Then, rat-a-tat-tat, who's that at the door? It's me, squeaks a voice. Is there room for one more? I don't need much space, and my paws are so sore. I've just run from a fox in the dark. Oh, really? Sighs Rabbit. The hour is so late. But the mouse just outside is in such a sad state. I'm so tired, he says. I could hibernate, thanks to that fox in the dark. So they squish in together, and Duck says, nice house. And thank you so much for your kindness, says Mouse. And sorry, says Rabbit, I ought not to grouse. I'm just mad at that fox in the dark. But then, rat-a-tat-tat, who can that be now? If it's a horse or a pig or a cow, they can just stay outside. Rabbit furrows his brow. I'll have words with that fox in the dark. Outside is a lamb who is shaking with fear. Please, may I come in? It looks so safe in there. A big, hairy, scary thing barked in my ear, and I'm sure it's a fox in the dark. The bed is so full that it's starting to creak. Rabbit shoves Mouse, and Mouse gives a squeak. Then Lamb accidentally squashes Duck's beak. Oh, drat that old fox in the dark. Then, rat-a-tat-tat, comes a knock at the door. I'll get it, says Duck, as he bumps to the floor. Not that there's room for anyone more, but outside is a fox in the dark. Don't eat us, cries Duck. At least please don't eat me. Rabbit and Lamb search for somewhere to flee. Mouse flings up a paw and shouts, I need to wee. Then Duck says, he looks a bit small to me. And the fox starts to cry and says, please help. You see, I've lost my mom out in the dark. Just what I thought, says Duck. Ha, what a muddle. And Rabbit gives Fox Cub a very big cuddle. Then Lamb takes a cloth and cleans up Mouse's puddle. He gets scared by a fox in the dark. Then, rat-a-tat-tat, who's that now? Rabbit sighs. As he opens the door, Duck says, that was unwise.
for outside is a fox of a much bigger size, looming down at them out of the dark. But the fox cries, "My baby, I've searched for you so." "And you found him," quacks Duck, "so off you both go. I don't like to rush you, but as you well know, a fox belongs out in the dark." "We won't hurt you," says Fox. "Oh, please, let us stay. You've all been so kind. We'll keep out of your way. My baby's so tired. Our home's too far away for a fox cub to trot in the dark." But Rabbit cries out, "There's no room in the bed. Where on earth will you sleep?" Mommy Fox shakes her head. "Who needs a bed? There's a big fox instead. We can all snuggle up in the dark." So they each grab what pillows and rugs can be found. Fox lies out comfortably down on the ground. Then they lay and they stretch, and they all cuddle round with the fox that came in from the dark.
Did you like that story? If you did, you can give it a big clap all the way from home. I've only got one more thing to share with you today, and that's a little activity. If you'd like to make your own fox at home that looks like this, it's easy and you probably already have everything that you need. To make this fox, you need a paper plate, 2 pieces of triangle paper, cut them from any color you have. You can color it with crayons if you need. Some glue, scissors, and a couple of crayons. What shape do my fox ears need to be? It has 3 sides and 3 points. That's right, it's a triangle. Cut 2 triangles and glue them onto the edge of your plate. To make the fox face into a triangle, all you have to do is fold 2 sides in like that. Use a little bit of glue to hold them together, and then color. I used orange and black, but you can use any colors to make your fox. You could even make a purple fox or a polka dotted fox if you wanted to. And if your grown-up says it's okay, you can take a picture of you smiling with your fox, and you can send it to us at the library. We'd love to see the fox that you made. Well, I really enjoyed all about foxes today in virtual story time. Miss Wendy will be back next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. and she's going to read you a story about being brave, which you're all being in this time right now. That's just a little bit scary. So we're going to read a brave story next week. I had so much fun with you. I can't wait to see your fox pictures. Give me a wave bye-bye. Keep reading, guys.